Hey guys, this is Rob, aka Anomaly 682, back for another review, or I don't know what you want to call this. This is just a quick compare and contrast video. This is my two Jasons that I have. Original part 4 on the right. I have it on the base because it just took me forever to get the clothes to sit a certain way and to pose it, and it's just kind of a nightmare. So I don't want to take it off the base, honestly. And then I have my Battle Damage 4 that I just received recently. So I just want to give you guys just a quick visual representation of how these figures look. So going right into it, what I'll say is, you guys can see right now for yourselves. The original Battle 4 Jason has a different color shirt. It's tailored a little bit differently, but very similar in terms of like the pockets, and but the colors are different. The materials look very similar. I can't say whether or not they're different material, but it looks visually, it looks different just besides the color, and even the texture looks a little different to my eyes. The pants are different from one another. The new Battle 4 Jason has just a different formula of pants. They're not the same pants. Another thing that I find interesting is that the figure to the right, the original Jason, is huskier than the Battle Damage 4. He just looks a little bit beefier. The pot belly sticks out it protrudes out pretty well. Now, I had a prior original Part 4 Jason that I had sold. I didn't want to sell it, but I kind of had to, and then I got this one, and I noticed that this Jason had a more protruding belly than the prior original Jason that I had. So again, there are some variations between these figures because sometimes they may not be made at exactly the same time. Different, who knows what the reason is, but there is variation in Betomatali figures, and no one figure is exactly the same, even though it's easy to believe that. Looking at the boots, don't worry guys, we'll be panning into this in a minute. Looking at the boots, I believe they are the same, but just different paint and different weathering techniques. So we're gonna go into the details of these figures more up close, and we'll show these figures off from a couple of angles, and you guys can see for yourself some of the differences. Again, regardless of what figure you have, original or new one, it's just both of these pieces are epic. So we're gonna get into it. Let's go. Alright guys, so let's get into this. I'm gonna make this nice and quick and short. So again, these are the boots on the new Battle Jason, and these are the boots on the original. They do look like they are the same boots, just obviously the paint and weathering applications are different and a little bit more extreme on this application. Again, we can zoom into the pants and then zoom into these pants. Again, very similar, very similar, but they do look different nonetheless. I can't say if they're the same material. I mean, really up close when looking at them, they do look like they're the similar material, but the color is definitely different, even though the light is making them look more similar than what they actually are. Again, this is up close on the shirt. You guys can see how this was done here. Got that split hand, and here we got a figure that looks just a tad more beefier, like I said, pot belly protruding out just a little bit further, and again, stitch work here is a little bit more pronounced on the original, in my opinion, but this is what we got here. Collar, that collar's clean as it should be. These are the hands on this figure, and he's holding the double-sided axe, which is the same exact axe that comes with the Battle Damage 4 set. And guys, we've seen how these hands looked before. Yeah, nothing too crazy. This is the newest addition, I guess, or difference, is that split hand that we were talking about with great blood work. And then this is how we looking right here on the mask. This is the battle damage mask. It looks really good. It definitely is a different look. You know, this I can't lie, this mask does look very similar to the Part 6 mask from Beto's, only modified potentially with a different app. Phenomenal looking mask, but there's a lot of similarities though, but I don't know for sure, but I like how it looks. It's a great addition. And this is the original mask that I still like. I still like this mask a lot. And I like the head sculpt behind it as well, which we're gonna see in a minute when I take the masks off. But yeah guys, I like them both. And this is how we looking right here. So let me take the masks off and let you guys see what we're dealing with here. Right, so again, this is how we're looking here, straight on with the battle. Again, phenomenal paint apps on the battle head. And this is what we're looking on the original. Again, still amazing. I like them both. Both are really good in my opinion. Alright, and let's take a step back and let's take a look at some angles. Okay guys, so again, here we go. Quick zoom in on the boots. Again, the weathering is more drastic on the battle, as it should be. You know, totally expected. Yeah, and one thing about the original that I like a lot is that this base that it comes with is so awesome. And again, this is the hands. Again, we got a slightly different builds here. This figure's a little bit more stockier, and you see that protrusion at the belly a little bit more. And again, this is the epic blood work on this head, and the more subtle on this head. Again, looks fantastic though. Got the same straggly hairs and stuff, so again, there's reasons to own both of these guys. It's not about which one's better, just different. Let's take a look from behind. So this is how we looking from behind, guys. And just nothing too crazy. Again, you really kind of see the differences in the colors of the shirt here, but both are done very well. You can kind of get an idea of the paint apps too from this angle. The light is you know, drowning out some of the details, but you can clearly see the different paint apps going on here. So again, both figures are fantastic, just slightly different builds and postures. Let's take a look at it on one last angle. So here we go. One last angle, guys. There we go. Another look at that double-sided axe. And this is the head sculpt. Again, got the split hand and the details at the end of the hand and the collar, whereas on the original we don't have that. Again, very similar but different. That's how we're looking from the side angle on this head. Love it. Okay, one more last look. Love it. Let's get a perspective shot and let's conclude this comparison, guys. Alright guys, so this is gonna end my quick comparison between these two epic figures. Again, on the left you have the new rendition of Betomatali's Battle Damage 4 Jason, one of for only 5 in the world, and then you have the original 2015 release, Part 4 Jason, which I believe is 30 pieces worldwide. So again, both figures are awesome. I'm glad I own both. Whatever version of this Jason you have, hold on to it. These things are becoming increasingly more difficult to come by and expensive on the black market, as obviously they're no longer being sold. So Part 4 Jason to me is easily the best movie with the best kills, and it kind of was an end of an era when it came to like the editing and the detail of the kills and stuff. Part 4, you know, that you didn't really see too many like edits in the kills, and then when the newer Jasons came out, like 5 and up, it was like you saw the beginning of the kill and then the ending of the kill. You never saw the in between. So part 3 was definitely iconic because you saw the introduction of the mask. Part 4 was iconic because that was, to me, classic Jason before they just started getting all crazy with the zombie look and everything. So again, if you guys like this video, comment, like, subscribe, and you know, we'll do it again. And lastly, going back to the point that I wanted to make about the re-releases, again, this was not a figure that I was going to take a chance with in terms of trying to get it back on the black market. At the end of the day, the artists got to make money, and I'd rather see them making money than not making figures at all. So I don't think this figure is going to get touched again, as it's already been touched. So again, that's just how I look at it, and there's no regrets. So again,